6:30. Are we ready to go? Are they ready to go?
I told you maybe they had 3
Good.
minutes.
Okay. We'll reconvene to public session
Yeah, the mics.
and attendance.
They're working on the mics. Are they? Okay,
Oh,
sorry.
she said go.
All right. Student trustee Salazar Lara,
Here.
trustee Adams,
Here.
trustee Harvey is absent, trustee Reeves,
Here.
trustee Gaines,
Here.
trustee Buffalo.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Okay. Have the Pledge of Allegiance and I guess it's right.
Right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have a motion for the 8.1 approval of the meeting agenda.
So move.
Second.
Okay. Advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, passes unanimously. Okay, there is item number 9, there is no report on closed session action. And we have the public comment pursuant to board policy number 2350. Public comment may be limited to 3 minutes per person. All speakers who would like to comment regarding a matter on the agenda must submit a public comment card to the board president or recording secretary before the point in the meeting at which the agenda item is called. Public comment cards are available at the information table in the boardroom from the recording secretary or online. And do we have any cards?
Okay, here you go.
You have 3? Okay. Rochelle Hightower.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rochelle Hightower, coming before the board tonight to present again regarding my return to work from the 39-month rehire list. I've come to the board numerous times stating my case. I've seen many of you react to the response or the lack of response that I have received. I submitted emails to the district and to the board and was made aware that my emails are being blocked, which is another form of retaliation. I sent them from another email and they were received. And so I'm making a public request for public information verbally, and I'll follow up in writing to you and CC the board as a member of this community and an employee on the 39-month rehire list who has done nothing. My email should not be blocked. That is a form of retaliation. I also made a public information request act and was given incomplete and information that was not forthcoming or truthful, and provided a response to that and CC'd all of you on that. I have been placed on the May board agenda. I am asking again that my request to speak to the board is done in a closed session, since it does contain personnel information, which is private and protected. I've been told that I've been placed on the open board agenda, which I don't think is appropriate. I'm also asking for the board and the president of the board to direct staff to respond. I think you're probably tired of seeing me come, and I'm tired of coming, but the lack of response is a problem. I should be responded to. They shouldn't be given information that is piecemealed or told to go find it myself on the board's website. That's inappropriate. And it is a failure on your part, Dr. Zealot, to do your job or to command staff to do their job. And it's not completed staff work. As an employee who worked HR for dozens of years in public entities, I know this is inappropriate. I'm asking to return to my job. The district has not provided to me anything in writing or verbally stating that, hey, we need something else from you to even engage in the interactive process or to look at you returning to work. I received nothing. I've provided everything that I have been asked to provide, doctor's notes, whatever that is, I've provided it beforehand and when requested. And so for the district not to respond, for the district to withhold my job for over 3 years is inappropriate. And I'm asking the board to direct your one employee, Dr. Zealot, to make sure that this happens and this is done, either it's settled or what happens. But it's inappropriate for this type of action and personnel action to drag on for this amount of time. And it further shows that I'm being retaliated against for engaging in protected activities. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Next is Sierra Gooden.
Good evening, members of the board and President Zealot. My name is Sierra Gooden. I'm a proud graduate of Antelope Valley College, class of 2019 with honors. Since 2023, I have served as a faculty member and currently act as the sole coordinator of the Emoja program, where I support nearly 400 students. This is not my first time addressing this board. In 2020, I came before you as a former student, advocating for myself and others after years of experiencing racist, homophobic, and transphobic remarks from a faculty member. I was once told in a classroom that it was a professor's freedom of speech to use racial slurs towards me. My statement was not read and no action was taken. Today I return not just with my own experience, but carrying the voices of hundreds of students. On a weekly basis, students come to me with deeply troubling concerns. They are accused of cheating without evidence. They are told directly or indirectly that they are too smart to belong in advanced courses. At the Lancaster campus, multiple students have reported being accused of stealing at the subway location and in some cases refused service altogether. When they ask for proof, such as camera footage, they are denied. When I myself addressed these concerns, I was met with hostility and refusal. These are not isolated instances. They are patterns of microaggressions, and at times blatant racism. As a faculty member, I have experienced this as well. I am frequently mistaken for a student. I am spoken down to, belittled, and discredited. I experience microaggressions on an almost weekly basis, and I have been questioned not only about my qualifications, but how quickly I earned them. Let me be clear. Completing multiple degrees with honors while working and teaching during a global pandemic should not diminish my credibility. It should deflect discipline, dedication, and resilience. I also want to highlight the importance of the OSD office. As a former student who benefited from these services, I would not be where I am today without them. Yet students continue to report difficulty receiving the accommodations they are legally entitled to, often due to resistance from instructors. I am not here to attack individuals. I am here to call for accountability. There is a growing disconnect. Some faculty, particularly those who have not recently been students, have lost sight of what today's students are navigating. Our students are not just students. They are working full-time jobs, they are supporting families, and many of them are managing mental health challenges while facing real socioeconomic barriers. During my undergraduate and graduate studies, I served as a student representative on an EDI task force. Myself and fellow students developed a student handbook for faculty that led to a more inclusive courses being brought back at my former university. From this, I bring forth a solution. I propose that all faculty complete a minimum of 25 hours of annual training in equity, diversity, inclusion, and accessibility and mental health awareness. This training should center culturally responsive practices, inclusive language, and a deeper understanding of lived experiences of our diverse student population. Can I say my closing statement? If we truly stand by that statement that AVC serves, I would like to ask, who truly are we serving? Thank you.
Newton Gillette.
Good evening, Dr. Zealot, board members, and attendees. I would like to publicly and personally thank Mr. Buffalo and Michelle, who is not here, and Barbara for calling and telling me. Steve and Michelle came down to the induction ceremony, and Barbara called and told me that she had a board meeting that night. And I'd like to personally thank Dr. Zealot for making it available for the coaches to attend. And just so you know, we had 32 people there, and the COA executive said that that's the most that any college has ever had at an induction ceremony. So I just want to say thanks.
Thank you. It was a very, very nice ceremony down there. So, next is clarification.
Yeah, I would like to offer one clarification. Due to increased spam and phishing attacks, our filters for all email have been heightened on the campus. And so there has not been any targeted exclusion of emails. So anything from a private email address, if it is not something that has been added to a white list or to a safe list, it goes into quarantine. And that is not aimed at any one person. That was a correction of fact.
Yeah.
That was not a discussion.
We're not going to get into that. Presentations, Palmdale Center update.
Good evening, members of the board, attendees. Grateful to be here tonight. Again, we welcome you to Palmdale Center. We appreciate the support of not only the IT, but campus events and facilities in not only this event, but in all events, and recognize their hard work in doing so. I gotta hold on for a second as I project the short and brief presentation. So I want to talk a little bit, just briefly, as we look at the goals. These goals are not new. These goals are the things that drive us and inspire us in terms of the work that is in front of us. They are aligned with the board goals for enrollment and employment, as well as in engaging the community. In particular, it is important for us to look at in the Palmdale Center, we are looking to expand program offerings, improve student success, completion, and employment, increase student support services, strengthen community partnerships, and improve facilities and infrastructure. Since our last meeting, we had announced the beginning of a medical office assisting classroom, which is now complete. And we are happy to report that we have sections that are underway and anticipate, again, graduates in that field, and we appreciate that. Palmdale by the numbers, and I want to stress that in the next two slides, you'll see some numbers. Numbers represent people. People matter. And the students that we serve and the employees that we work with matter. As we look at these numbers, in particular, we look at the FTS count from fall 25 and spring 26, and then our head counts. We have seen parallel growth here at the Palmdale Center as well as across campus. In our head count for the Palmdale Center, in terms of our, again, the head count increase is 16% in fall and then 3.8% in spring. So we're seeing that incremental growth, and we share that with the campus. We know that there's much room to grow. Our part-time and full-time status hovers at 80% to 20%, not uncommon for community college students. But we recognize that in our student services offices, with our incredible counselors and our educational advisor, and in our own conversations, that encouragement to move from 9 to 12 or 12 to 15 units so that we can increase that amount as well as completion rates. The other numbers are there for your reference. When we look at the district increases as comparison, again, the district increases in those same time periods were 5% and 4%. The next slide shows how we are serving students, and I'd like to apologize for a proofreading error. I think my current supervisor as an English teacher and Dr. Zeller would have a shoulder angel of proofreading, and I would apologize for that. The top chart should be reading 2425 rather than the number that's printed there in 2526. This shows the comparison in terms of what we're doing here at the Palmdale Center. To date, in 2526, in that office, out the door to the right, we have met 1,317 students. We have taken 665 calls. We have processed 112 IDs. Our call center has done 5 campaigns with a total of 4,166 calls out. Our produce pickup, we have served both our students and our community at 1,367 students and public members. And in our computer lab, we've served 1,379 students. These numbers are on track to exceed the previous year. These numbers represent the impact that we are having on our students in terms of the access to the services that we provide here at the Palmdale Center. So then what are those services? We provide impactful service in so many ways. This does not happen in a vacuum. I want to publicly thank our counseling team, the counselors, the educational advisors that work so tirelessly here, individuals in the cashier's office and security, IT and facility, again, as I aforementioned. I'm grateful for our staff and our student team. And in particular, I highlight the efforts of Debbie Lindsay and Jose Blanco Jr. and Elaine Davis, the staff of the Palmdale Center. The Palmdale Center does not run effectively or efficiently without this staff, without these counselors. Likewise, the Palmdale Center does not work effectively without the incredible faculty that serve our students and provide quality and equitable instruction, and we appreciate that. Finally, as an update, another office or another responsibility that runs through the Office of Workforce Development is extended learning. Through extended learning, we have partnered with many career training partners that allow online, in-time career training programs. These programs are offered to members of the chambers, or again, through small businesses or organizations, individuals that are both incumbent workers or looking for future training to upskill and reskill. We're proud to be partners with PSI, who offers project management, Rocket Cert, who offers certification for California contractors. Every 3 years, 2-3 years, they have to recertify for test prep. Again, Restaurant Success, we offer ServSafe and Food Manager certification. Ed2Go and CareerStep offer professional development, career training in healthcare, as well as other areas in terms of IT. And then with ACSM, we offer logistics training. These partners seek to meet the needs of our growing workforce and the workforce to come. Finally, we highlight, again, here at the Palmdale Center, we have been able to offer within those months of either Hispanic Appreciation Month, Black and African American History, celebrating the contributions of so many before us, as well as our Deaf History Month. We strive to be inclusive. In these events, we have panels. The upcoming one here is the Deaf History Month. And we're so grateful for the instructors in that area that are going to come and help us to, again, learn more and to be part of their lives and their lived experience. We also cordially invite all in attendance who can hear my voice to the annual block party. On May 7th from 4 to 7, we invite all of you to attend. We are happy to not only partner with ASO Night Bites, but we're going to have test flight here for the very first time. And they're very excited to perform. Our photography booth, it will be run by our student photography club. This is the way that the Palmdale Center reaches out to the community. It is an important part of this community. We are not but 2 miles from the City Hall. The Palmdale Center has opportunities to grow, certainly, and to improve. We invite and request ongoing and continual support from not only the board, but certainly from our partners in academic affairs and student services and equity. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
I have a question.
Please.
Yes, sir. I think I labeled the, on serving students, the 2 charts. What year is the first one?
The first one is 24-25, and I apologize for that proofreading error.
Okay.
I'd like to provide an updated copy for the minutes to reflect the correction.
That's what I was hoping you wouldn't say, because when I look at the first chart, 24-25, and the one right below it for 25-26, I see that we have declined.
So
in
that's year
all
to date.
Pardon?
That's year to date.
Year to date.
Year to date, 25-26, those numbers are year to date. We have not completed the year. I
Okay.
apologize for not clarifying that.
Okay. Was a little concerned there, you know. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you.
Okay, one question?
Yes. One question.
Go ahead.
Please.
Ben, when you certify people on campus, is it done by faculty here? Or do we outsource it to somebody to come in and certify these different certifications?
The career training through the partners is through outside certification that are aligned with national or state certifications. So for example, with the logistics, that's through APICS and the ASCN, which is the Association for Supply Chain Management. And that's test prep for the national or state certificates or professional licensing. The career training partners allow us to have online training that will complement and support any of the programs that we have here. They allow for pipelines both ways for individuals to take non-credit or credit programs here. And then, of course, we encourage, again, the online training to, again, upskill and reskill to organizations and companies locally.
Are these people part-time students? Would you classify them?
That's a good question. When we are looking at them, they are typically not AVC students, but they are members of the community. Most of our clients in many of those areas work through the local or the county gain office, and they're referred as part of their ongoing, again, desire to better themselves through, again, upskill and reskilling.
So do we receive funds?
We do. All of these career training partners allow us a revenue share, upwards between 15 and 22%.
Thank you.
Test flight, is
Sir.
that still part of our music program?
I'm sorry, sir?
Test flight, is that still part of our music program? The
Yes. They're one of our performing groups.
group? Okay, cool. I used to book them way back in the,
Well, we're very excited to have them in the next month.
it was a very good program. Okay.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
And item 12.2, Science Olympiad presentation.
Good evening, everyone. I know it's so warm outside, so everybody's happy to be inside where it's nice and air conditioned. No? Okay. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm the Dean of Math, Science, and Engineering. My name is Jedediah Lobos, and I'm going to talk to you tonight about Science Olympiad and beyond. Before I really get into it, I want to, is it going to work? There we go. That's the Science Olympiad logo for those of you who are watching at home. And if you turn around, Board of Trustees, Student Trustee, that's the typical logo. Let me give you some history. So the Science Olympiad started at Michigan State University in 1984, and the whole idea was to promote hands-on learning for STEM. It expanded really quickly into a nationwide academic competition with state and national tournaments, and it was designed like an athletic meet, like the Olympics, where teams would earn points across multiple science events. It combines biology, chemistry, physics, engineering, and earth science through labs, tests, and builds. Today, it serves thousands of students across all 50 states, making it one of the largest STEM competitions in the United States. The Los Angeles Regional Science Olympiad is part of the Southern California Science Olympiad system, serving the LA County and the surrounding areas. It acts as a qualifier for the California State Tournament, which eventually would lead to the national tournament. Typically, it's hosted at local colleges and universities in order to expose students to campus environments. It's known for being very, very, very competitive due to strong STEM programs in the region, and then includes both middle school and high school teams that align with national standards. So where does AVC come into play? Well, we served host to the regional tournament for the past 14 years. Traditionally, we would have the event on President's Day weekend because it would have very minimal impact on the campus because nobody's there. Early on, if you went into a Wayback Machine and gone way back, you would have seen that there was enough students to maybe sit on the floor, maybe a third of the floor of the cafeteria. About 3 years ago, we filled the gym. I mean, there were just a ton of students. And it's been a very, very, very neat event to host. And really, the ones who made it possible the most, the fuel for the engine, were the volunteers. A ton of volunteers would be there. If it wasn't for volunteers, it wouldn't happen. Christos Valiatis was actually one of the driving forces for Science Olympiad. He helped kind of coalesce everyone and get speakers involved and get people from the industry involved. And I have to tell you that without our MESA director, Jamie Jones, Science Olympiad probably would never happen. It really, she does the amount, a great amount of heavy lifting. But I'm going to tell you, it's time for a change. And I'm going to tell you why. There's two really big reasons. Number one, it's really hard to get volunteers, especially on President's Day weekend. Everybody wants to be away. And so for the past few years, we've really felt that. We've come really close to almost not being able to host certain events because we don't have enough volunteers. But there was something kind of deeper there. After really sitting down, a lot of us kind of came to this idea that there was no question we were serving the community. But whose community were we really serving? And so to answer that question, or I guess to give you the solution to that question, I'm going to call up Director Jones.
I'm going to time myself because I have a tendency to go on and on. I want to add one more person to the people who made this possible. Niles Nilo, he was an engineer at Lockheed Martin. He is the reason that Science Olympiad happened, and that's because we were doing this one-day science event where students would come out and they would do science. And he said this needs to be embedded in them where they're doing it for a great length of time, perhaps the whole school year if possible. And he came to us with Science Olympiad and said, we should do this. And we said, oh, that's cool, let's try it. So 15 years ago, we had our first, we hosted a little invitational, and it went really well. Then the task was to make it bigger and grow it. We worked with LA County, Science, the regional, and the next year we took off. So what did it go with? Did I push the button? Oh, it was gone for a second. So this is better. We are at oh, there we go. Sorry, I just didn't hit the button again. So building competitive STEM pathways. And as a training, I think we found a better word, training ground instead of a training center. We'd be the training ground for students in STEM here in the AV. We really want to bring in those schools that are not competitive because they just don't have the resources to be. One of the ways we really grew Science Olympiad in its early years was to pay for students, pay for teams at schools. So we would say, if you want to have a Science Olympiad team and you're dedicated to this, we're going to pay your registration fee, which is not insignificant, and we are going to give you tools and we're going to host workshops. In those early years, we went to individual schools. We had us sign up and they would say, our students are struggling with this, or I don't have the mentors, the teachers at the school would say, I don't have the skill set to really help them at this level with these events. And so we would have students, which we would train to do that, and we would go to those schools. That has changed because of a lot of reasons, but the importance of the growing of it really had its foundation in that way of getting our teams to participate, to be engaged, and to be successful. We had a lot of support with our local K through 12 at that time. We're like 3rd grade up. And then we positioned ourselves as that place you come to, not only just for the regional event so that you can advance the state, but also for a place where you can get the help you need. And that was really successful for us. Why Science Olympiad matters? STEM matters, and not everyone gets it. But Science Olympiad makes it possible for you if you want it in your school. And if you're a student there and you don't know what that's about and you just hear about science, you're maybe not sure what that means. But when you hear from your peers, if you hear from the school who's really excited that they have all these medals and these trophies, that brings the joy and that brings them to us. And then they really start seeing people, because our volunteers are by and large people who are professionals, career professionals in these different STEM pathways. We build confidence and college readiness. Strong pipeline into STEM majors and careers, and hopefully, and they do, come to AVC when they can. Our local need, we have a lot of talented students. We have a lot of students who have the drive and they go out and they try little things on their own, but really they don't have the preparation that they need because they're really trying, oh, I think I can do this, but they don't understand the bigger picture of this. And also they have limited resources and we can provide that resource. It doesn't cost us a lot of money to host workshops. It doesn't cost us a lot of money to do those things. And from grateful donors to the foundation, our Science Olympiad account will allow us to continue being a place where we can put on workshops, where we can host activities, where we can train mentors, train coaches, train teachers to be there in the schools and help those students succeed. Labs. We have the labs, and most of our students in our community, they don't have access to labs, so they don't know how to use lab equipment, simple equipment like calipers. They don't know how to use them, beakers. They don't understand what that one is and that one is, even though it says kind of on their sheet, you have these items, this is your list of materials, use them for this purpose. And they don't understand what the list of materials is based on what's in front of them when it comes to competition time. So we do get inconsistent performance at regional, which is our event. And then also if we get a team or two to move on to state, I mean, it's great that they get there, but not necessarily. Our local teams are not getting there the way we have teams from Los Angeles coming here and really being successful. Our strategic transition from the event host of the regional to a training hub, training ground, sorry, we've worked really hard to lay something out that we know we can accomplish, and we can accomplish with student support. And with the MESA program and those students, they do volunteer work. And so this would be an easy way for them to gain volunteer hours. And a lot of it is within their ability, their expertise, their young expertise at science. Scalable model, we have plans to, I think I am ahead of myself. I think I went a lot over this already. So I'm gonna skip this slide, move forward, and I've gone really long. Oh my gosh, labs engineering, I'm gonna skip because I'm way over. content mastery, students. Teamwork and time management is really big, and obviously I'm not great at the time management, but I will get through this quickly. Our students are great at time management because I'm usually writing them, but nobody's writing me right now with the clock. So the time management is really good, not just for our students who are giving these workshops and being mentors. It's how the young students are learning time management and skills within, you have 50 minutes to complete this task. You don't get 51 minutes and it's over. So a lot of that goes part of the training, the mentoring, and we get that. They're coming to AVC. They're really excited about being on our campus, on a college campus, and they're seeing themselves here in the future, which is very nice. Our plan, we have a planning, we've been planning, and we're gonna plan together with the student team and do some training. We're gonna have partnerships with local people who have local industries, but they're certain people, strategic people at Lockheed and on Edwards Air Force Base who have been consistent in their support of us and their volunteerism, and they have already said they would love to mentor teams. And so we want to make sure that happens. In our pre-pilot season, we will have our students trained, and we will start with individual small kind of virtual workshops, and then in that point training also the coaches and getting them ready for the Science Olympiad season. And then we will scale that to all schools, all our local schools who are willing and want to come out to us, or we will give virtual workshops to them. There may be a possibility of us doing some go-to, but that is all dependent on our volunteerism. Participation and retention, we will try and measure that in a number of ways, but mostly we're going to keep track of all of those people who are with us. We're going to participation numbers, student retention in the program. So if they were in the Science Olympiad Club last year, even though they may not have made the team, they participated throughout the year in the club or the class or the after-school program. We want to make sure that we keep track of those students, and then we hopefully will get to start seeing them trickle into AVC. Improvement in competition rankings, all of that's going to come out of what we're doing here. And feedback from coaches and students, and they will give us feedback. We have seen that. Summary, AVC as a regional STEM hub, Science Olympiad can be a basis for that, but I think we're working really hard as a campus that we're already seeing that come together. Expanding access and opportunity to all schools, because we have a very limited number of local schools who do participate, but we know that we can grow that with some hand-holding and some extra support for them, and preparing students for STEM futures. I'm going to hand this back to Dean Lobos.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And to tie a bow on the Science Olympiad talk, look, we know, we know we have really great students at Antelope Valley College, without a doubt, right? Yes? Yes. Yeah, we do. We want the rest of the country to know who Antelope Valley College students and who AV students are, right? That's really the point. Why not? Why not us, in other words? So that's not all. You know, math, science, and engineering, we always have something going on, okay? Whether it's restarting robotics program at elementary schools like Greg Anderson Academy, whether it's Dr. McGovern hosting outreach in our planetarium, our virtual science laboratory, or what we hope to be a joint venture with Cal State Bakersfield next year for Engineering Week. We always have something going on, but what I want to highlight to kind of end the night, for us at least, is the AVUHSD STEM Expo. So the STEM Expo is a celebration of curiosity, creativity, and student innovation across the Antelope Valley. In the years following the pandemic, the Expo found renewed energy, reigniting a tradition where students from every high school in our district come together not only to compete, but to be recognized for their ingenuity and perseverance, And for the first time ever, you may have read this in the Valley Press, Antelope Valley College hosted the event this past Saturday. The expo now takes place in a space that mirrors the ambition and potential of the students it celebrates. This partnership represents more than a change in venue. It's a bridge between secondary and higher education, connecting students to the pathways that await them. Prior to being at AVC, it was hosted in some high school gyms, which is great, but why not put them in the spaces that represent the places where they're going to eventually be? Looking ahead, we are expanding the STEM Expo into a broader celebration of innovation and community. Plans are already underway to merge the expo with the STEM Spark Festival, creating a dynamic valley-wide event that brings together students, families, educators, and industry partners in a shared celebration of creativity and discovery. Essentially, it's going to be a 2-in-1, where on one side of Yazy Hall, you're going to have all these high school students competing, and on the other side, it's going to be more of a community event where people can come in, talk to potentially local vendors, industry leaders, and just learn about and really appreciate science. By December 2026, this event will not only showcase the brilliance of our students, but also strengthen community engagement and pride across the Antelope Valley. With this new timeline, our local area students will also gain a powerful opportunity. The winners of the STEM Expo will advance to compete at the Los Angeles County Science and Engineering Fair in spring of 2027, carrying the spirit of our valley onto a larger stage. And I will tell you this, Dr. Rachel Tebow is the STEM Expo director. She works at Soar High, Lancaster campus. She's also an adjunct both in social behavioral sciences and in math science engineering. When she came to me and asked, hey, could we do this at Yahazy Hall? I said, why not? Why is this the first time I'm hearing of it? So really a lot, if not all the credit goes to Dr. Tebow for just saying, hey, let's try something new, but let's do this right. I would be remiss if I didn't thank my clerical assistant, Alma Scribner, who's been really working double time. She's doing a lot of work right now, and in trying to prep for this, she knew how important this event was, and she really worked hard to get all the paperwork through that we needed to, and our wonderful facility staff, specifically Mike Harris and Jose Serrata Jr. Without them, this wouldn't have been possible. I'm here for any questions if you have them. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I love this idea. Let me say that first and foremost, but I'm very concerned because I hear Antelope Valley Union High School District.
Mhm.
That's not your only high school district.
Mhm.
At my high school, I have 200 students
Mhm.
currently taking college courses, most of them Antelope Valley Community College. So I think it would be only appropriate for AVC to reach out to Southern Kern, perhaps Paraclete, perhaps Acton, Agua Dulce, Vasquez High School. I'm not sure if you are. I know nobody reached out to us for this event. And even though the high school district sponsoring it, unless you're going to offer something for all of the high school students, because I know we have students who would have participated as well.
Mhm. No, true. And again, because this is, as you mentioned, the AV Unified School District who started this event, this is the seed, right? We have to start somewhere. And because this is the first time we're hosting it, this is really just it's in its infancy. It's kind of like with Math Field Day. You're all going to get a letter, if not this week, maybe you have already received it, inviting you to Math Field Day, where it started off with just a handful of schools, but it has broadened out. So yes, absolutely, we're going to reach out to everyone we can, because the more we reach out, the better, right? It's going to increase the amount of competition also. So it's important that we do that. So absolutely.
Any other questions?
Thank you. But before I leave, if I may, to my beautiful wife watching at home, happy birthday.
Hello, everyone. I had asked these two wonderful people to present because they have been working so much on the Science Olympiad for so many years, and it's always a great event. My son, in fact, participated at one time, and it was 2020, so you can imagine. It was huge at that time. I do go and watch it. It's an amazing event, but the problems that we're seeing are definitely there. So I really encourage the new direction that they're going. I think it's going to be helpful for our students as well as community, and that's what we really want. We want that encouragement. So I wanted to have a minute and have our presidents of the school and the board to please thank Jamie and Jetty for all of their hard work on the Science Olympiad. We do have one for Christos as well, but he's not here tonight, so we're going to slip it to him later.
Sorry. All right.
That'll be.
Okay.
Okay, next up is item 13.1. 12.3? Oh, excuse me. The 12.3, which is the Microsoft Phone project presentation.
Good evening, Board. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Glenn Profeta, and I came on board in December, working with the IT staff and your Executive Director, Saul Holm, and to support the college's telephone system upgrade. You have a long agenda tonight, so I plan to make the presentation brief and provide you with an overview. But I'll leave time at the end for questions. Prior to my involvement, the college engaged in an integration, excuse me. The college engaged with an integration partner, Global CTI, to conduct an assessment which concluded that AVC currently operates a telephone system that is approaching end of life, and the system continues to age. The district will face increasing challenges in obtaining replacement parts, vendor support, and critical security updates. These limitations include operational, supportability, and cybersecurity risks. The current system is non-compliant with Ray Bombs Act E911 requirements. That means that the system cannot provide accurate location information for emergency responders. Additionally, it lacks features to support redundancy, scalability, and seamless integration with other district software. To address these issues, the district proposes implementing a new system. The objective of this project is to replace the district's aging telephone infrastructure with the Microsoft Teams phone system, providing a secure, compliant, and fully supported unified communication platform. This recommendation follows a comprehensive assessment conducted by the integration partner, a technology committee review, and approval from the executive cabinet. By standardizing on Microsoft Teams phone, the district ensures regulatory compliance and reduces long-term risk. The item before you for approval is a comprehensive package to do the following. Provide end-to-end services, including project management and coordination, purchase all hardware, including phones, system planning and design, configuration and deployment, end user administrator training, and cutover support for first day service assistance. The project timeline will span from April through September. During spring, the district will order equipment. During the summer, we'll focus on installing the core Teams phone system, configuration, setup, and test all components, deployment handsets, and conduct staff training. The project culminates with a full district-wide go-live in September. We recently completed a proof of concept which involved 15 AVC staff members who tested the new phones and their functionality. The results of the proof of concept validated that the proposed solution for the approval today is a viable option that will ensure that the district's phone communication systems are supported and in compliance with regulations. That's a high-level overview of the project. And I know I could go into more detail, but you have a lot of information in your packet as well. And I could get into a lot of technical talk, but I don't think you'd appreciate that. So I'm here to answer questions if you have.
For the trustees' benefit, this is relevant to items 14.21 and 14.22. So those are the informational packets to reference.
I do. Sorry. And I'm not an expert in IT, so this is really a very weak area for me. But I'm curious, are these new phones going to be able to, are we going to be able to tie in some form of like for safety, sort of in the different buildings, in the different classrooms for like alarm systems for safety issues?
You'll be able to tie into those. That's a separate system. It's for like emergency response and things like that.
Yeah.
That's a separate system, but this will tie into those systems much easier than your old system for sure.
But this company does not include that system as well.
No, this is a phone replacement. Yes, your current system is old. It's an analog system, and what's proposing is a digital system. So, and it ties in, and it works with Microsoft Teams, which the college is really already using the Microsoft suite of technologies. So this ties into that as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Item 13.1, approval of the consent agenda items by unanimous consent. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second. Okay. Advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Passes. Okay. Action items. Item 14.1, draft strategic priorities, 2026, 2027 through 2028 and 29. Is there a motion? So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none. Advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passes. 14.2, approval of resolution number 2526/18, authorizing district staff to negotiate directly and enter into a professional services agreement between Antelope Valley Community College District and Barnes & Noble College Booksellers, LLC. Do we have a motion? So moved.
Second.
Okay, any discussion?
Yes, yes, Mr. President. You know, I've mentioned in the past about having a Barnes and Noble bookstore in conjunction with the college bookstore. President Zellick, has anything ever been done about that?
Sir, Barnes and Noble is our bookstore vendor. We do not run the bookstore. This contract is a continuation of our contract with Barnes and Noble.
But, you know, I mentioned approaching them about that, having a regular bookstore with the college bookstore. Was that ever done?
I can ask Mr. Broad and get back with you. He's the one who deals with them.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Any other questions? Hearing none, advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passes unanimously. Item 14.3, approval of memorandum of understanding, MOU, between Antelope Valley Community College District and Antelope Valley Federation of Classified Employees regarding clarification concerning longevity increments in the collective bargaining agreement. Is there a motion?
So move.
Second. Okay, any discussion? Hearing none, advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, 14.4. Approval to extend the professional service agreement between Granite Student Insurance Services and Antelope Valley Community College District to provide student and student athlete accident insurance through July 1st, 2027. Is there a motion?
So move.
Second. Okay. Any discussion?
Yes, President Zelik, has this insurance ever been used?
It's our current provider. We're continuing.
No, I mean, have we had students that were injured or anything that we had to use it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? Advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passes unanimously. 14.5, ratification of clinical affiliation agreement between Antelope Valley Community College Paramedic Program and Providence Health System, Southern California, and its affiliated entities. Is there a motion?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? Hearing none, advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passes unanimously. Okay, 14.6, approval of clinical affiliation agreement between Antelope Valley Community College District and Reisner Health Center for the medical assisting program. Is there a motion?
So move.
Second. Okay, any discussion? Hearing none, advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, moving on, item 14.7, approval of clinical affiliation agreement between Antelope Valley College Registered Nursing Program and Apollo Surgery Center LLC. Is there a motion?
So move.
Is there a second? Second. Any questions? Hearing none. Advice?
Approve.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, moving on, passes unanimously. 14.8, ratification of affiliation agreement between Antelope Valley Community College Paramedic / Emergency Medical Technician Programs and American Medical Response West Company. Is there a motion?
So move. Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Item 14.9, approval of agreement service with Ricardo Barrera. Okay. DBA Izzy's Taco House. Is there a motion? So moved.
Second.
Okay, any discussion?
Yes, Mr. President. President Zelik, we have a cafeteria on campus. Why do we have food trucks on campus?
This is an open contract for different events. And in the contract, if they're invited to come onto campus, a percentage of their sales gets donated back to the college.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question, Dr. Sallet. One of the things that I continue to advocate for is to provide our students with choice of food on campus. Could this, and I'm not familiar with this taco truck or taco restaurant, but could we not possibly incorporate them in addition to, in the new commons, the current food source that we have?
It could be discussed.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Hearing none, advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passes unanimously. Item 14.10, approval of academic policies and procedures, committee's recommendations, of course, fall listings for fall 2026. Is there a motion?
So move.
Okay, any discussion? Hearing none, advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
14.11, approval of foundation CCC amendment. Is there a motion?
So move. Second?
Okay, any discussion? Hearing none, advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, passes unanimously. 14.12, approval of service addendum with Course Maven Incorporated. And that's the dual enrollment program, software license removal from October 1st, 2025 through September 30th, 2026. Is there a motion?
So move.
Second. Okay, any discussion? Hearing none, advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passes unanimously. 14.13, approval of master banquet and meeting facility contract between the John P. Iliopoulos Hellenic Center and Antelope Valley Community College District for as-needed events. Is there a motion?
So move.
Second. And any discussion?
Yes, President Zelik, you're aware maybe that there's another place to hold meetings. It's at the not Bonds, but Stater Brothers Shopping Center called the Venue. It's a new place. Have we approached them to have events there?
I don't know if they were approached or not. I know that we have had a longstanding arrangement with the Iliopoulos Center, and they give us a really good.
The food is always good, but the acoustics are terrible in that place. I mean, I don't know what to do about it, but it's difficult, to hear in that place.
Sure. Well, hopefully after November, we won't have need of any outside contracts because we'll have our own banquet space in the commons.
Okay, thank you.
And I believe that's where the Hall of Fame will be
Yes.
done, 2026. Okay. Advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passes unanimously. Item 14.14, approval of procurement service agreement between Contra LLC and Antelope Valley Community College District for California cafeteria procurement services. Okay, is there a motion? So moved. Your second?
I'll second.
Okay. Discussion?
Yes, can you, Dr. Sala, can you just give me a little bit more explanation what this is for?
Sure. This is a purchasing group that allows us to procure supplies and food at cost savings.
Okay.
Any other questions? Advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Next time I'm going to bring my glasses, going back in between the screen. It's not great, but I'm getting there. Okay. So we're at 14.15, approval to utilize the foundation for California Community College participation agreement with Deli Marketing LP and EMC Corporation for technology infrastructure. Is there a motion?
So move.
Second. Okay, any discussion? Hearing none, advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, 14.16. And is this, we can combine these up, 14, 16, and 17?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, so I'd like to combine up 14.16 and 14.17. They're both the computer infrastructure stuff. So if you can go ahead and somebody motion and we'll get a second.
I'll motion.
Second. Okay, any discussion? Hearing none, advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. 1418, approval to extend the use of Foundation for California Community College Master Services Agreement with NG Web Solutions LLC. Do we have a motion?
So moved. Second?
Okay. Discussion? No. Okay, discussion? Nope. Advice?
Approve.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
So 14, 15. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna mark it up. 1419, approval to extend the use of Foundation for California Community College Master Agreement with CDW Government LLC for district technology purchases. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second? Okay, any discussion? Hearing none, advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
1420, approval to utilize California Multiple Award Schedule, CMAS piggyback agreements with NE Systems Incorporated for the purchase of technology infrastructure. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second. Okay. Any discussion? Hearing none, advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Can we match up the next two? Okay, so what I'd like to do is take 1421, 1422, since they're similar items, and if we can have a motion for those two items.
So moved.
Is there a second? Second. Okay, any discussion?
Yes. With all these IT and phone motion, is it possible to consolidate all these things into one motion instead of individual motions? Or do we have to do it individually?
He did combine ones that were like projects, but if they're independent contracts and independent projects, it's difficult to combine them all together.
No. Thank
Okay, any other discussion? Hearing none, advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Item 14.23, approval to utilize the Omnia Partners Cooperative Agreement with Apple Incorporated for the purchase of Apple products. Is there a motion? So moved.
Second?
Okay. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, advice?
Approve.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Item 14.24, approval of amendment number 2 to the service agreement between 22nd Century Technologies Incorporated and Antelope Valley Community College for web development. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second. Okay, any discussion? Hearing none, advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 1425, approval of Microsoft Teams phone system refresh and migration project. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second? Second. Any discussion? Hearing none, advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
14.26, approval of agreement between Strata Information Group Incorporated and Antelope Valley Community College District for business process and analysis and transfer articulation consulting services. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second. Okay, any discussion? Hearing none, advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Item 14.27, approval of agreement with EdSites LLC to provide student engagement and retention technology. Is there a motion? So moved.
Second?
Okay, any discussion?
Yes, Mr. President. Dr. Zelik, is this the program to follow the students as they enter the college and if they have problems and so forth?
Yes, and this is a AI-driven student engagement retention program, and it really is designed to do exactly what you say.
Yeah,
help us
that,
track student progress and ensure that they stay enrolled.
okay, thank you.
Okay, any further discussion? Hearing none advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, 1428. Approval of destruction of documents, Class 2 and Class 3. One's optional, one's disposable. Is there a motion? Is there a second?
A second.
Okay, any discussion? Hearing none advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
1429, approval of resolution number 25-26/19, authorizing an interfund transfer from the unrestricted general fund, Fund 10, to the capital outlay projects fund, Fund number 41, for the gymnasium sports complex project. Is there a motion?
So move.
Any discussion?
Yes, yes, Mr. President. I agree to transfer this fund on the stipulation that this is not approval of the architectural plans and the beginning of building the project. All we're doing is transferring funds into this account. Is that what we're doing?
We're moving funds. We are not at the stage to approve final plans yet.
Yeah, I want the minutes to reflect that. The final approval for the design and building of it will come back to the board. But all we're doing is setting up the funds for whatever we do.
There are already some encumbrances. We are already incurring some expenses just to move the project forward, but none of the expenses that we're incurring are final approval of plans.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? Hearing none advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, it passes unanimously. 14.30. Approval of resolution number 25-26/20, authorizing resolution of the Board of Trustees authorizing an interfund transfer from unrestricted general funds, Fund number 10, and I think that's Fund 10, to the Capital Outlay Projects Fund, Fund 41, for the Palmdale Technology Lab Improvement Project. Is there a motion?
So move.
Okay, any discussion? Hearing none, advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
1431, approval for the purchase of the Torah Kubota 4WD tractor for Antelope Valley College campus and district funds. Is there a motion?
So move.
Okay. Any discussion? And hearing none, advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
14.32, approval of the California Multiple Award Schedule Agreement, 14-18-76-0032B with Deere and Company for the purchase of a John Deere 1600 Turbo Terrain Cut Commercial Wide Area Mower using district funds. Is there a motion?
So move.
Any discussion? Hearing none advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, 14.33. Approval of change order for swing gates installation in formal bid AVC 2024-09 with scheduled maintenance funds. Is there a motion?
So second.
Okay, any discussion? Hearing none advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
14.34, approval of change order for the administration build-out demolition architectural 24-011 with redevelopment funds. Do we have a motion?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? Hearing none advice?
Approve.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
14.35, approval for change order for the Palmdale Welding Lab electrical with strong workforce funds. Okay, is there a motion?
So move.
Any discussion? Hearing none advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
14.36, approval of change change order for Discovery Lab. Number 25-002 with Measure AV and Strong Workforce Funds. Is there a motion?
So move.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none advice?
Approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
14.37, approval of change order for Cedar Hall project number 18-02 with Measure AV funds. Is there a motion?
So move.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none advice?
Approve.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we're through all that. Reports and announcements. We got academics, Mr. Huntsman. How much longer are you doing this?
Good evening, trustees. President Buffalo, I am currently serving a 3-year term, which will end on the day before the fall 2026 term.
Oh, well, that's very sad.
Thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll say more about that when I have more complete news about the officer's transition. Good evening, all the trustees, President Zealot, Ms. Shuttlecorp, and I don't know if Mr. Wang is still with us or not. He was here earlier, but
He is. He's
he
over
is.
there. His face is just not showing.
He's just not showing, but
There he is.
good evening, Mr. Wang. There he is. Yes, I saw him. Okay. So, of course, we just had spring break, as you, I hope, are aware, and that marks the middle of the semester. So I think for most faculty and students, it's a welcome break, but also a moment to say, wow, we made it through half, and we only have half more to go. And it's I think an energizing moment. I myself spent spring break actually working. I was first took 38 students with 3 other, 2 faculty and our director of Mesa, who you saw earlier this evening, on a college tour for a couple of days. That was really great. We went to UC Merced, Fresno State, CSU Monterey Bay, and San Jose State. Very nice trip. Also, after that, I went to the Senate plenary. So that was always a good learning experience. And I'll probably tell you more about that and some of the reflections that I have around that later. But right now, I also want to really call attention to the fact that for me, the other thing that the spring break marks is the beginning of the end of the full semester, the whole academic year. And we start to get the sort of pre-commencement events and then, of course, commencement. One of them I really want to invite you to, and you're going to be invited to more, but one of them I want to invite the whole board to our Faculty Recognition Day, which will be on Thursday, April 30, from 4 to 7 p.m. In the Performing Arts Theater. I really hope you can come. It's an opportunity for us to honor our newly tenured, our now retiring folks, and our newly hired, and everyone else that we can think of to honor. And if you could join us, we would really be happy to have you there. I also want to thank the President's Office for helping us to feed everyone. So appreciate that, President Zealot. In addition, I just want to say that I hope you get to come to as many of the events. I enjoy going to all the pre-commencement events that I can get to, and I hope you come to them, but especially Faculty Recognition Day. Finally, tonight, as I usually do, I would like to recognize Tim Sturm, an exceptional contributor to our students, our programs, and Antelope Valley College as a whole. Tim has served as the full-time auto body instructor since 2008. During his time at Antelope Valley College, he has transformed and elevated the auto body program into a thriving, career-focused pathway. Through his leadership and industry connections, he has helped place countless students into meaningful and successful careers in the auto body industry. Beyond the classroom, Tim has been instrumental in creating dynamic hands-on opportunities for students. He has spearheaded the AVC Race Club and has led the development of the Auto Body Race Car Project, giving students real-world collaborative experiences that set them apart when they go to get jobs. His experience with his partnerships with the welding, automotive, and aeronautical science departments reflect his commitment to building strong interdisciplinary connections that expand opportunities and innovation across campus. He's really a leader in that way. Tim is deeply respected by students and colleagues alike. He is not only an instructor, but also a mentor, a leader, and a champion for student success. His dedication extends well beyond his assigned responsibilities, and he is consistently volunteering countless hours of his own time out of a genuine passion for his students and the continued growth of the auto body program. His leadership, integrity, and an unwavering commitment makes him an exemplary member of our faculty. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, Antelope Valley College Federation of Teachers, Perry Delika.
Good evening, Board, President Gillette, and student trustee. Well, I don't know, it was a couple weeks ago. It was like 90 degrees. And I was like, this is going to be an awesome spring. And then as I drove over here today, I got smacked right in the face. Like, this is the Antelope Valley I remember for the last 19 years. It's 91 day and I had to turn my heater on because I was freezing on the way over here. So I'm glad things are back to normal in the Antelope Valley. I represent, obviously, you know, as faculty, and Hal brought it up. I'm sure we all enjoyed our spring break. I know I did, and it does bring an enjoyment to me. I was in a couple of meetings before spring break, and a lot of administrators, and they were like, "We don't get spring break," and I'm like, "Too bad for y'all." But anyways, I want to start off real quickly. Congratulating Coach Gillette. We all know what he's done here. He's wore about every hat you could wear here, and him being recognized by the 3C2A not only represents what he did here for, I don't remember how long, 30 some years, but what he did statewide and the impact he had on student athletes for the state of California. So congratulations to him. I kind of want to build off of, you know, the last time I was up here a month ago. I feel like we're moving in a good direction. I've had a couple, I think, real positive meetings with administrators, President Gillette and Vice President and stuff. And I think one of the things you really pick up on that when you go into those meetings, how important communication is, because you walk in there and I can only imagine, like, oh, here comes the freaking faculty president union who has the craziest thoughts and all this stuff. And it's nice to pick up perspectives on why we think the way we think. And it gives us a platform to hopefully move in the right direction. So that's been really good. I think it's important too, though, to kind of ground where we're at. Faculty at this campus at AVC, we're a part of the whole community, whether you're administrators, whether you're students, whether you're classified staff at all, we're all a part of the same community. So we all go through a lot of the same things, a lot of the same pressures that all of us do, including our students. And that's where I do raise a little bit of a concern. We continue to see items from HR that don't appear to align with the collective bargaining process agreements, and in some cases are inconsistent with findings in recent PERB decisions. When this happens, issues could be, that could be restored early, instead often escalate, cost time, resources, and trust on both sides. I think it's really important as we move this needle forward that we have clarity in the policies and the processes. I think that's super important. I appreciate the progress in communication. We now hopefully can progress this to reflect clarity in decision-making. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't believe Pam Ford is here tonight. Okay. And confidential management is Ashley here? Hawkins? She's not?
Sick child.
Okay, so associated student, Armando Dellatore.
He's got a proxy.
Hmm?
He's got class tonight, but he's.
Oh, okay, so you're subbing for him.
Yes.
Okay, you want to introduce yourselves?
Oh, sure. Good evening, board, student trustee, and President Zealot. We're here on behalf of our president, Armando Dellatore. I'm Gianna Chavez, the executive director of special programs.
My name is Roshni Daman. I'm the Executive Director of Public Relations, and we're joined by our Senator of Arts and Humanities, Noor, and we're really excited to be in front of you today.
During the month of March, ASO remained actively engaged in student advocacy, leadership development, campus outreach, and legislative representation through a variety of meaningful initiatives and events. In March, ASO rescheduled and held Spring Club Rush, which received an excellent turnout. This event provided students with the opportunity to connect with campus organizations, explore avenues for involvement, and strengthen their sense of belonging within the AVC community.
In addition, ASO also attended the SSCCC Spring General Assembly, which both Gianna and Noor were in attendance of. This was held from March 27th to March 29th. This event served as an important forum for student leaders across California to engage in statewide policy discussion and advocacy. During the General Assembly, ASO President Armando De La Torre actually authored and successfully passed a resolution related to AB 1705. Yeah, yes, good for him. The resolution focused on the development of low unit courses that would teach students about the science of learning and effective strategies for studying mathematics. The successful passage of this resolution reflects ASO's continued commitment to advancing policies that promote student success, equity, and academic preparedness. ASO also hosted a student-led voter engagement panel this month in Cedar Hall on March 26th. The panel featured professors from multiple disciplines who shared their perspectives on the importance of civic engagement and democratic participation. Students also had the opportunity to ask questions regarding advocacy, civic involvement, and the April 14th, tomorrow, Lancaster City Council election. This event contributed to the promotion of informed participation and meaningful dialogue surrounding local civic issues.
Additionally, Senator of Student Health and Wellness, Shirlene Gonzalez, and Senator of Aerospace, Industrial Arts, and Applied Technologies, Valeria Pacheco, and our ASO advisor, Ramon Castillejo, participated in Café con Leche on the air. During this segment, they shared information regarding AVC programs, the role of ASO in advocating and supporting students, and the importance of voter engagement. This opportunity is especially valuable in expanding outreach to AVC's Spanish-speaking community and increasing awareness of the support and resources available on campus. Another important experience during the month of March was ASO's guided tour to the AVC Foxfield campus. This visit provided representatives with greater insight into hands-on training, educational opportunities available to aerospace students. Experiences as this strengthen ASO's ability to advocate effectively and equitably for students across all 3 AVC campuses.
On March 24th, ASO also held our monthly School Night Bites event, continuing our efforts to support students through direct engagement and resource distribution. Our next School Night Bites is actually at the end of this month on April 28th, so we invite everyone here, everyone in the AVC community and in the general community to join us. Today also marked the first day of our Spring Into Support event. It's an initiative centered on student wellness and resource accessibility. So starting today until Thursday from 11 to 1, you can swing by the Library Plaza or SSV to grab a tote with some goodies to support you. They have wellness items, other snacks, just to support students through this time. And it reflects our continued commitment to supporting the well-being and success of the student body.
For financials, we awarded $300 for a club kickball event for Sister to Sister and 3 emergency grants with a total of $1,445. Looking ahead, ASO elections are approaching and students interested in leadership, advocacy, and campus service are encouraged to apply for positions, including student trustee, executive board, and senator roles. This upcoming election cycle represents an important opportunity to cultivate future student leaders and sustain strong student representation on campus.
Overall, March was characterized by meaningful advocacy, strong campus engagement, and continued efforts to elevate student voice at the institutional, state, and federal levels. So on behalf of me, Noor, and Gianna, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Nice evening.
Okay, next up is Diane Knickle, the foundation and PR, whatever else.
Whatever, yeah, foundation to PR. What I want to do is really congratulate and thank Gianna and Rashini. We've been having a little bit of a meet up and greet up, very professional. They care and they really are looking to see how we can improve. So we've had some really good support. I appreciate you both. Yep. So guess what today is? Come on.
Wine day.
No, that's next week.
Her birthday.
Huh?
Your birthday.
No, that was last week.
Happy birthday.
No, thank you. Today is we release scholarship awards. Woohoo! And I want to thank Emily Moulton, who has managed that program beyond belief. It's wonderful. Today, we do a countdown. So we launch, money goes out, notification goes out, and we immediately got 12, and then 26, and then 50. And so people are watching. And then it slows down, and then we have to kind of remind folks again. But we will be giving out probably a record number. I don't have the exact number tonight, but it will be over $350,000 for students. Yay. Yep. So I want to thank our donors who support this through their various endowments or, yearly contributions. They're the ones that are really allowing this to happen. And our investment strategy is in improving our growth perspective. And then we still have tickets to be sold, right? For Wine Walk, just a week away, week and a half away. So you only got one left? Woohoo! Good job.
Hoping.
Every year.
I've got Thanksgiving on Wednesday.
Huh?
Okay, I've got to bring you some money.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah, we are doing very well. We have a little over, I think it's 26 sponsors, which is the highest we've ever had. So it's going to be a great event. We have a few surprises for you as well this time, as we did last year. Any questions? All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Zalat.
I want to thank the board for your ongoing contribution and sponsoring a scholarship for our students. So thank you. That means a lot to the students and means a lot to us that you invest in the institution that you represent. So good evening, trustees and student trustee. Many thanks to our fabulous folks here at the Palmdale Center for hosting us tonight. In my almost 4 years at Antelope Valley Community College District, I've watched the Palmdale Center steadily grow, supporting Palmdale and the surrounding region with educational opportunities, full services, and even supporting SOAR South. This continued growth exemplifies this district's commitment to the city of Palmdale and our southeastern portion of our service area. I commend Dean Van Ryder and all of the Palmdale faculty, classified professionals, and administrators for their dedication to service. April is Community College Month, and as such, I'd like to share with you some reasons why community colleges are the engines that drive workforce growth and innovation in our communities. California community colleges led the nation in enrollment growth and equity-driven outcomes with a 4.6% undergraduate increase during the 24-25 academic year. The national undergraduate increase was 2.4% overall and 4% for community colleges. So we outgrew all of them. With 2.2 million students at 116 colleges, the California Community Colleges is the largest system of higher education in the country. 29% of University of California and 51% of Cal State University graduates started at California Community Colleges. 40% of community college students did not pay fees in 2021 and 2022. Good fact. For every dollar that students invest in their community college education, they gain $13.10 in higher earnings in the future. Graduates with an associate degree from a community college, California Community College, can expect approximately $11,300 more in wages compared to those with only a high school diploma. In fiscal year 23-24, operations, construction, and student spending of the colleges, together with the enhanced productivity of their alumni, generated $173 billion in added income for the California economy, a value equal to approximately 5% of California's total gross state product. Expressed in terms of jobs, California Community College's impact supported 1.7 million jobs. For perspective, the activities of the colleges and their students support 1 out of every 15 jobs in California. For every dollar invested in California community colleges in fiscal year 23-24, people in California will receive $14 in return for as long as California's community colleges fiscal year 23-24 students remain active in the state workforce. The social benefits of California community colleges equal a present value of $275 billion, which includes $180.4 billion in added student income, $74.2 billion in added business income, $16.3 billion in added income from college activities, as well as $3.9 billion in social savings related to health, crime, and income assistance in California. Democratizing education, as we do in California community colleges, ensures that all have better access to better possibilities, jobs, and health. This is a national security issue. China has 1.4 billion people, and the population of the United States is 0.35 billion. Even if China educates a third of their population, that means we have to educate our entire population to keep up. Ensuring that there are educational institutions with open access that challenge students to learning of high standards while offering high levels of support will keep our nation competitive and safe. Community colleges make our communities stronger. We support the maturing of discerning citizens capable of contributing to and building better neighborhoods and cities. We educate people and ready them for careers so that they, as taxpaying citizens, can support the efforts of the community to strengthen itself. What we do matters to our nation, our state, our county, our cities, and most importantly, to our students. Thank you, everyone at AVC, for the amazing works of service. I look forward to continued growth and development. Thank you.
Thank you. Going down to board member comments, we'll start with our student trustee.
Good evening. I just want to say, first of all, can I take this off? Can I? I can't. Okay. First of all, I want to say happy Deaf History Month. Yay. And then thank you. Second of all, I want to thank the people who work at the foundation for giving students access to more money. You know, being a low income first gen students, I do have a lot of barriers and a lot of students are similar to me in that sense. So I really appreciate the work that you guys put in. Thank you again. Also, I encourage you guys, if students are watching, and to the students who are here, to apply for ASO, especially student trustee. Very great position. It's very great being a leader for your students. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
No report.
Okay. Mr. Reed?
Good night, everyone.
Oh, I just want to say to Van that it's always a pleasure to come to the Palmdale Center. I remember back in 2013 when I ran for to be on this board, this center did not exist, and it was one of the things that I advocated for, because at that time I think ABC was in a building down the street. It was not really very nice at all. So it's always a treat to come here, and especially when I see the classrooms, have students in them learning. So congratulations and job well done to you and all the staff.
Thank you. Yes, what was this, a grocery store at one time?
Albertsons.
Albertsons, yes. I remember when it was Albertsons.
I think from the vegetable section.
Hmm?
I think from the vegetable.
Yeah, so she says we're in the vegetable section. I think we're in the ice cream section. That's better, right? Okay, we'll go ahead and adjourn this meeting, and our next meeting is May 11th. Okay, we are adjourned. Thank you.